Hey everyone, this short two-part series is just a few tips. It's really practical about how to create a productive schedule and have the right mentality when it comes to scheduling. The first thing to note is most people have no idea how they actually spend their time. They have no real concept. So if you ask them, they overestimate the amount of hours they work, they underestimate how many hours they sleep. They even overestimate how many hours of housework they do a week. And I know this because I looked into several different studies that revealed this fact. And I think one of the problems is we aren't good schedulers. We aren't scheduling our time because if we really scheduled our time and adhered to it, we would have a realistic view of how we spend our time and we would be able to improve. So there is this one study that said that people who claimed to work more than 75 hours a week were actually off by like 25 hours, overestimating, obviously. And then, like, if they were like, oh, I work somewhere between 64 and 75 hours, if they said anything in between there, they were off by like 20 hours. So, this is a real problem. And so, my first tip is to actually have a schedule, like, make one. The vast majority of people, they don't have a schedule written down. So, if you're one of those people, just start small. If you're just beginning your journey on trying to schedule, just pick like four things that are priorities during your week that you want to adhere to and put that in a calendar. A Google Calendar is super easy. You can make it colorful. You can repeat tasks so you don't have to keep, if something happens on a regular basis. So just get in the habit of putting things in your schedule. That is a great first step. And the second tip that I would give you is don't leave no buffer. Like, don't overschedule. I'm so guilty of this. If Kristen's listening to this, she's laughing right now because I don't leave any white space in my calendar. So therefore I'm running from one thing to another. And if one thing throws me off, if I get behind a little bit, it throws off my whole day. So I'm trying to get better at the extreme, which is over scheduling and not leaving any buffer for breathing. How about that? Or lunch or just in between appointments. So I really challenge you guys to go and start to become somebody who schedules on paper, not really on paper, on the computer, so that you can start to get a hold of your time instead of letting things fall in your lap every day and run your days. You run your days. Don't let your days run you. Hope that's helpful. And there's one more part.